Hi, I'm Jim Thomas from IMTRA. I'm here today on Larry Hall's Duffy 42 to show you some tips and techniques on seasonal maintenance of the Lofrans Tigres Windlass. This particular windlass is about 9 years old and hasn't had a lot of maintenance, but it sure does get a lot of use. We're going to begin today by inspecting the clutch cones and the chain wheel and make sure they're properly greased. This is something that should be done annually. Perhaps if you're a liverboard, maybe more than once a year, maybe a couple of times a season, especially if you're free-falling the windlass, as opposed to powering it up and powering it down. I'm going to begin by removing the two circlips on the main shaft. In this particular case, we have two circlips. Sometimes there's an O-ring in the detent groove of the shaft, so take a moment. Lofrans stacks two 17mm circlips on the end of the main shaft. Sometimes you'll find your windlass has an O-ring rather than these two circlips. Now, the first thing we're going to do is release the clutch, and we may find that the ground tackle free falls to the seabed floor. In this case, it is not, which to us is an indication that the clutches will need to be cleaned and greased. After the circlips, or in some cases the O-ring, have been removed, we put our handle over one of the three prongs of the wing nut and ease back on the clutch. This is going to release the clutch, and if as you will see, this system is in need of a little bit of grease. What we're going to do is secure the anchor with a grab hook and a snubber line so that when we loosen the clutch, we don't have the anchor falling to the seabed floor. We're not quite ready for that. What we're going to do is release the clutch with this three-prong wing nut here. We found that it is not, the chain wheel is not spinning as it should on the clutch cone surfaces, and we're going to take it apart, clean it, grease it, put it back together, and demonstrate how a properly greased windlass system operates.